so now that we know some nouns and some adjectives, we're going to put them together and we can start to make some more complex, more interesting sentences. So to do that, we need to understand how adjectives work in Spanish, and they're a little bit different than in English. So in English, when we use adjectives, we always say them before our noun, right? We would say the red book. In Spanish, that gets flipped. We say our nouns first and then our adjectives. So we would say el libro rojo, right? The red book. And our adjectives also shift based on the gender and number of our nouns. So in our last lesson, we learned that all nouns are either masculine or feminine. And for our adjectives that end in O, that ending will change based on our noun. So for example, adjectives like rojo, amarillo, negro, blanco, all of them that end in O, those will flip to an A if we're describing a feminine noun. So for example, we say the red book, el libro rojo, but if we wanted to say the red chair, la silla, which is feminine, we would say la silla roja, right? Notice that O flips to an A. And that's only true for adjectives that end in O. So words like azul, which ends in L, or verde, which ends in E, or rosa, that ends in A, those stay exactly the same. We would say el libro azul o la silla azul. El libro rosa, la silla rosa. They don't change. And so then when we have our plural nouns, our adjectives follow the exact same rules as nouns for getting an S on the end. So if we have a word that ends in a vowel, we just add an S. El libro rojo becomes los libros rojos. If they end in a consonant, we add ES. So if we had el libro azul, the blue book, that would become los libros azules with that ES. And again, with our adjectives that end in Z, we need to change those to a C and add ES. So for example, el lápiz feliz, the happy pencil, we would change that to a CES, los lápices felices, right? So our nouns and adjectives follow the same rules. All right, so let's do some practice. If I wanted to say the green notebook, how would I say that? So remember, our word for notebook is el cuaderno, it's masculine. Verde is green, so we would just add those together, el cuaderno verde, the green notebook. Notice the adjective always goes at the end. We're literally saying the notebook green, but that's how our grammar works in Spanish. Let's try another one. How would we say the black pen? So pen is feminine, la pluma, and negro ends in an O, so we're going to change our ending to match our feminine noun. So we would say la pluma negra.